Manila is never silent. Not really. Even at 3 in the morning, there is always something. A jeepney engine coughing down a dark road. A motorcycle tearing through an intersection. The distant sound of karaoke coming from a neighborhood that refuses to sleep. But that night, everything stopped. The traffic, the people, the wind, even the sound of my own breathing. I was sitting in the passenger seat of a car I didn't remember entering. And beside me was a driver with no face. You're late. The last thing I remember before the silence was rain. I had just left a convenience store somewhere along Edsa. It was late, past midnight. I remember looking at my phone, 12:47 a.m. I was exhausted. I just wanted to get home. That's when I saw the car. It was a dark sedan, parked beside the road. Its headlights were on. The passenger door was open. I don't know why I got inside. Maybe I was tired. Maybe I thought it was a taxi. Maybe I had already gotten inside before I realized something was wrong. The moment the door closed, silence. Complete silence. I looked through the windshield. Edsa was still there. But it wasn't the Edsa I knew. The MRT tracks stretched above the road like a black skeleton. The buildings were gray. The billboards were blank. The streetlights flickered without making any sound. And there wasn't a single person anywhere. No pedestrians. No cars. No buses. Nothing. I turned toward the driver. "Excuse me?" No answer. I couldn't see his face. At first I thought it was because the cabin was dark. Then the streetlight passed over him. His face wasn't hidden by shadow. There was simply no face. My hand reached for the door, locked. I pulled again. Nothing. "Let me out." The car began moving. We passed the MRT. The train tracks were empty. The stations had no lights. Then I saw the billboards. Every single screen displayed the same message. "You should not have taken the passenger seat." I looked away. When I looked back, the message was gone. I checked my phone. No signal. The time still said 12:47. I waited. 1 minute. 5 minutes. 10. 12:47. The time wasn't moving. I looked at the GPS. The map was wrong. We weren't on Edsa anymore. The GPS displayed a place called Manila, Sector 0. I had never heard of it. Then the car turned. I looked behind us, and my stomach dropped. There was no road behind us, only a wall of black static. The world we had just passed through was gone. Then I heard it. A single knock against the glass. I realized something. It wasn't random. It was a pattern. And somehow, the driver seemed afraid. 1, 2, 3. We stopped at an intersection. 4 roads, 4 directions. Every street was completely empty. I looked at road 2. I looked at road 3. I finally understood. The tapping was telling me where to go. 3? We drove deeper into the city. The tapping followed us, always on the passenger window, always keeping pace. Then I saw it. Something was running beside us. It was tall, too tall. Every time the streetlight flickered, it was closer. Then the tapping changed. 4 taps. 1, 4. I didn't understand until the message appeared. I slowly turned around. Nothing. Then I saw her reflection. A woman was sitting behind me. Her face was pressed against the glass. Her mouth was open, but there was no sound. The city began to change. Buildings stretched toward the sky. Streetlights bent like they were made of rubber. The MRT tracks twisted above us, and the road beneath the car became transparent. Then the GPS displayed 2 messages. Passenger detected. Replacement required. I looked at my hands. They were disappearing. I grabbed the door, but the door didn't feel like metal. It felt warm, soft, almost like skin. Then I understood. This wasn't a car. It was alive. And the driver wasn't driving it. Then I saw it, the final intersection. Beyond it was Manila. Hear traffic, horns, voices, music, life, everything I had been missing. The tapping became faster, louder, desperate. And then I understood. The code wasn't telling me where to go. It was telling me when to move. I reached for the door. The driver turned toward me. I pulled the door open. You're late. I don't remember opening the door. I don't remember jumping. I only remember falling. Then, noise. A deafening explosion of sound. Car horns. Engines. Rain. People shouting. Music. Manila was back. I looked behind me. There was no dark sedan, no driver, no empty road, nothing. I thought it was over. Then I heard it again. The dark sedan was waiting across the street. Someone was sitting behind the wheel. I couldn't see his face, but I could see the passenger seat. It was me. The next morning, they found my phone on EDSA. The last video recorded on it was only 6 seconds long. It showed an empty road, a dark car, and a voice whispering from inside the passenger seat.
Don't take the next ride.
But the strangest part was the timestamp. The video was recorded tomorrow. So if you're ever driving through Manila late at night, and the city suddenly becomes completely silent, don't look for the driver. Don't look in the back seat. And whatever you do, don't sit in the passenger seat. Because if you hear someone tapping on your window, they may not be trying to get in. They may be trying to warn you that something is already inside the car.